Hello folks, Country Tom here again. I'd just like to say hello to you all and tell you a little bit about the village that I lives in. It's called the village of Tiddleton. And it's what you might call a very incestuous kind of a place. Kind of means everybody's related in some way to everybody else, you see. Now, I didn't really realise it was this kind of a place until I moved in here about 40 years ago. And I was just unpacking a few things, and then I heard this knock at the door. And I opens it, there's this fella standing there with his hand out, and he says, "I'd like to welcome you to the village." He says, "I'm Mr. Giles." Then he turns and he says, "I'd like for you to meet my wife, my sister and my mother-in-law." And blow me, there's only one woman standing there. So right then and there I realised what kind of a place this really is. "Oh, hello there. This be my dog, Sweet. He likes to chase the sheep, don't you, mate?" Good boy. Now you go run along, have fun. Well, to give you an idea of the kind of folk that's in this village, well, the other day I was in the fish and chip shop getting me supper. Now, young Bob usually comes up and serves me, and he weren't in there, just the manager, all on his own. And I says, "Where's young Bob?" And the manager says, "I caught him, the dirty bugger. I caught him putting his cock in the tater peeler." I says, "Putting his cock in the tater peeler?" He goes, "Yeah, so I sacked him." I says, "Well, what'd you do with the tater peeler?" He goes, "I sacked her and all." So that gives you the kind of thing, you give an idea of the kind of thing that does go on in this village, you know. "Oh, hello, mate. You've been round the sheep up, have you?" "Oh, hey. Well, I want 'em all tidied up and in that pen over there, so you get to it, all right?" Any road, another occasion, there's this young fella in the village. I won't mention his name, because, boy, he's a stupid. He really is stupid, lad. Rushed off to hospital, he was. He got blood gushing out of his ear and third-degree burns from his knees all the way down to his feet. So while I'm treating him in hospital, this is how did this happen? And the fella says, "Well, I was cooking one of them boil in the tin steak and kidney puddings." I said, "Well, how did all this happen then?" He says, "I was just following the instructions on the tin. It said pierce ear and stand in boiling water for 20 minutes. So it does give you the kind of idea of the folk hereabout. Right, now this here I'd like to tell you about is called Fanny's Pub, or what we like to call Fanny's. Us locals just calls it Fanny's, you know, because we're in and out of there all the time, you know, wet our whistle. Friendly kind of a place, very old place and all it be, very, very old place. It seems way, way back in the day when it were new. Well, the lady who ran the place was called Fanny, you see. Great big buxom blonde she were. Real popular sort of a place. That's how it got its name. Anyhow, back in the day, Dick Turpin, or Big Dick as they used to call him back then, all the locals did. Well, it seems Fanny's was right popular one night. There was a few rich gentry in there and a few rich farmers. Anyway, word gets to Big Dick that all these rich folks was in Fanny's that night. So he rides up on his horse. He gets off, he stands outside, he looks the place over, and then he pulls out his great big weapon. Then he entered Fanny's and he shot up the place. I tell you, when he was done in there, it was a bloodbath, because not many folk fancied coming in a Fanny's much after that incident, I can tell you. But more recently, Fanny's is in a lot better condition than he used to be back then. You see, a few years ago there was a rich doctor here about one of them what you call gynecologists, and he bought the place, you see, and he says he's good at doing that sort of thing, and he did up Fanny's, he did it up great. So all us locals now, we're in Fanny's all the time. Great place it is. Anyway, that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Hello, mate. You're back already? All them sheep you got them all in the pen, have you? Well, good boy. You be on your way now. Say hello. Say goodbye to the folks. Goodbye.